Good evening, everybody. Doc Skinner here. You're watching 1028 Live right here on Facebook Live and on YouTube, on our YouTube channel. I am joined today with, there we go, a little long. Today we're talking with Vince. He's going to be doing Methods of Survival, a new show series that's going to be on Facebook as well as YouTube on our YouTube channel. How you doing, Vince? Oh, no problem. I'm really excited about what we're going to be doing, minus being out all night in the cold filming.
We're going to do some pretty incredible things.
Awesome, awesome. And of course, we have Crazy Cajun.
Hello.
How you doing, brother?
How you doing?
Good, good. And Marc has the night off. We got executive producer Brett in the back running cameras. And shoot, we got all kinds of stuff. So tell us about your show.
Well, we're going to cover everything from the 5 C's of survival, your rule of threes. We're going to get into some shelter building, some primitive and modern fire techniques, along with some medical, some edibles, of course, the shelter building.
That's what I like. I like the building part. We're creating fire out of nothing, like fire with water or ice. People, when I tell them that, they're like, how do you start a fire with ice? And then when you explain how simple it is, like, oh.
It's no different than starting a fire with urine.
Yeah, in a bag or something,
Exactly.
Ziploc bag.
It has to be clear. You have to be hydrated. Any tinge of yellow, and you're not going to get that magnification that you need.
Correct.
And you need at least 800 degrees to start a fire
True.
through friction or magnification. So,
And if you have glasses, if you're wearing glasses, those are a great way to start a fire.
a set of binoculars will work. Several different ways.
Yeah. So, and those are the kind of things that you would be talking about.
Exactly.
Okay.
We'll go over from the basics to intermediate into advanced survival.
But you're going to do your best not to actually hurt yourself and show us how to fix things, right?
Things happen. You have to always be ready to change your plan, and you got to take your time. You can't rush things. That's
You have to really
a big
think it
part of
through.
Yeah, you can't panic. You have to stay focused and have your head clear. You don't want to just run off. You got to think things out. You got to make a plan and work that plan.
Because there's no hospital. I mean, you could just, break your toe or
Exactly.
step on something sharp and you're screwed.
Exactly.
Where are we going?
Yeah, right.
Where are we going?
I recommend that people carry a long-range communication device, whether that be a cell phone or a ham radio, some type of device like that, just in case.
Just in case, yeah. Satellite phones are great, but
Exactly.
not as
Really
cheap.
good.
I mean, I'm sure they're a lot cheaper now as they were 20 years ago.
Yeah, they've come down quite a bit.
I mean, is it something that more and more average Joes are getting? Or are they sticking to the CB and ham radios? And
Yeah, I think
whatnot?
we're sticking more to the CB and ham radio type stuff. It's easier to get a basic license for the ham radio, and then you can get the extended battery pack, the extended antenna, so you can get longer range. That's kind of where you want to be with that. You always want to have some kind of communication device, and then you want to let people know when you're going out.
Yeah,
Where you're going to be, what area
That's
you're going to
right.
be. If
at
you
least
can-
family members.
Yeah, and if you can
At least.
possibly take a print of your boot and have that left on your car with your information of what you're wearing. in case
Really?
you
That's a
have
good idea.
A search and rescue
It
party
is.
come out for you.
So they can
track you
match
by-
your foot tracking.
Exactly.
That is see,
That is cool.
that's the kind of stuff I'm really looking forward to learning.
There'll be a lot of tricks and tips involved in this. There's going
A
to be
lot
things
of,
that,
as they
that
call
you-
them,
that you wouldn't even think of.
as they say, life hacks. now.
Exactly.
We used to call it MacGyverisms.
Exactly.
What would
Well,
MacGyver do? That was my motto growing up through high
There will
school.
be some of that too.
That's I'm also looking forward to that. So let's see. I mean, let's talk about a scenario. Just some of the simple basics that.
Let's talk about like the 5 C's of survival. These are the
Okay.
5 items that you need to carry on you all the time when you go out, say on a hike, backpacking trip, anything like that. Even when you're out skiing or snowboarding, you should have some kind of container to hold and boil water. Aluminum bottle usually works great. You should have cordage, as much as you can carry. Lace up your boots with cordage, necklace, whatever, paracord bracelet. You got to have some kind of cordage. You also need a cutting tool of some kind, a knife, razor blade, whatever you can get. Another thing you're going to need is a combustion device. You need something to start a fire with, and don't always rely on a lighter. Even though if your lighter is out of fuel, you can still start a fire with that, and I'll show you how to do that.
Yeah, bring it back up a little bit. It's slowly dropping.
Another thing that you carry is a cover, a poncho, a tarp, something like that. So those are your 5 C's. You got the cover, cordage, container, combustion device, and a cutting tool.
And one thing, I don't know if you guys can tell with the camera, but I have to say, you said bring enough cordage or paracord. And if you haven't noticed, if you look at his head, that is all you said, completely made of paracord.
Yeah, this is made out of 150 feet of nano paracord.
Wow. So if you had to go down a mountain, you just unravel the hat.
You can unravel the hat. You can also use it to carry nuts and berries, just carry your wild edibles, line it with plastic, and carry water.
Nice.
Nice.
Nice. See, these are all, amazing.
Well, that's
tips.
cool.
Yeah.
So you teach a survival course.
I do
You wanna
teach
talk about
survival
that?
course. I teach everything from a basic 8-hour course up to a 7-day course, and everything in between. So
And you were talking about an introductory class for
Yeah,
a group of people, so you can let them know more.
we want to try to promote our channel here and our shows, and I would like to give away some survival courses. But there's a
Really?
catch. You need to bring in subscribers to us. We need subscribers. If you can get me 10 subscribers, I'll get you a free course.
Wow. Did you hear that? If you just like and share and subscribe our YouTube channel
Yeah, that's cool.
to 10 people, now how do we know that they came from those 10 people?
I think they need to post their names. You know,
Okay.
we need to see
Right.
them come up in the comments or
We'll have the
something.
person that they get to subscribe to put in the comment. It'll show their name, and then we'll have them type the name of the person. That way we can count how many. And if that person has 10 people that subscribed, yeah, that's awesome. Well, that would be great.
That'll benefit all of us.
Definitely. Okay, so there's our first contest on the show. All you got to do is get us 10 subscribers to our YouTube channel. Go to YouTube in the search bar, type in 1028 Productions, and it'll pull up our logo, the guy with the little suit. Click on that and hit subscribe. Then you also need to remember, click on the little notification bell. It'll pop up a window, put a check mark in there, hit OK. That way you don't miss any episodes, because if you don't and you just subscribe, you won't ever get notifications that we've released a new video. So do that, and wow,
Can't wait to see you guys out
that's
there.
awesome. Thank you so much,
That is
man.
cool.
That's
You're welcome.
It's a benefit for all of us. More people will get to see your show. So anybody out there that's just into survival or knows somebody, forward this to them. Just send it to them.
There's a million places you can go for this information, but we're going to give you some key information that you're not going to get everywhere.
Wow. Well, I don't want you to give it away.
No,
So-
we're not going to give away at this moment, but
Yeah.
we'll slip some things in there.
Well, awesome. So, we're going to have our conspiracy show. It's supposed to start this week, but we're a little behind schedule on construction, but we're going to have that up and running very shortly. And one of the things we're going to talk about in the conspiracy is all of this, people nothing wrong with preppers. I'm a prepper. I love prepping.
Right.
And the people that put a stigma on preppers irritate me. Because let me just say this. I want you all out there to think of the most world famous. I had a pastor. I love my pastor. And he wanted to introduce me to his second oldest son. And he goes, yeah, this is my second oldest. He's into all that conspiracy prepper stuff. And I looked at him. This is my pastor's son. I look back at it now, I feel a little guilty, but you'll understand why. And I said, all right, Pastor Ron, who's the most world famous prepper of all time? And he was like, Bear Grylls. And I was like, Noah.
Noah had it all.
So, yeah. And, I think I got a little bit of respect that day, at least from the son. So, but, prepping is a great thing. And if it's such a weirdo thing, let me ask this. Why is our government doing it? Why is our
Good one.
military doing it?
And why are they
Because
trying to prevent us from doing it?
that's another good question, the kind of stuff that we want to bring up and discuss. Not coming across as anti-government. We just
No.
want to reveal the facts and go, hey, common sense,
Exactly.
Well, drink-
And it's not hard to start prepping. $5-10 every shopping trip to get a bag of beans and
You set
rice,
aside.
sugar and flour. It doesn't take much, and before long you have a stockpile.
Exactly, yeah.
That's awesome.
I did it at first, and it's a little discouraging because you look at it and you're like, I got 5 cans. But over now a year, it's like, should be
Yeah,
good to
When you're
go.
sitting on a few 100 pounds of rice and beans, you'll be okay for a while.
But it is hard, I have to admit, at first, looking at it, when you're short on food, You're like, I can't touch that until the world goes to hell.
Well, I mean, you should always rotate your stock too.
Yeah.
Use it up in the allotted time.
True, true.
But, I mean, if you get the right buckets and they seal properly, you can keep that for quite a long time.
And I know there's a lot of differences between storable food, different types. Some just don't shelf life as well as others. What type of, I mean, is there a certain type of shelf life or
The
storable
Mountain House
food?
has just got a 20 to 25-year life on it, same as Augustin Farms. The MREs, of course, have got a long shelf life.
Know about those?
Mm-hmm. Oh, MREs, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I like Mountain House. They have a little more
Louisiana.
flavor.
I'd like to get Mountain House as a sponsor.
Okay, then we look at the camera, say
There we go.
Mountain House, please.
Mountain House, please sponsor my show. I'd be willing to eat your product for a month straight.
Oh,
On
yeah.
straight.
And I will too. I mean, I actually have a whole bunch in my bug out gear,
They
but
make a really good product.
they do.
I wouldn't go for the haggis myself, but
They have haggis?
they do have haggis now.
Wow, I'm lucky I haven't come across that. But yeah, there's a local company. It's a bookstore. I'll have to find out, but they actually sell some here. And they gave me a sample. It was dehydrated meat pebbles or whatever.
Right.
And I looked at it, I was like, and it was so delicious.
Most of them are soy-based product,
Mm-hmm.
but they are really good. Augustin Farms makes a chicken and a beef, and, they taste like chicken and
That's
beef.
who it was. It was Augustus Farms.
Yeah.
That's who I tried.
you
It
go.
was really
Yeah,
good.
good stuff. And,
Yeah.
It's pretty inexpensive, anywhere from, $5 to $7 up to $20 a can, depending on what.
Just stock up on that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. Powdered milk, things like that.
Now, how do you feel about, I don't want to go off on a big rant or anything about government, but how do you feel about where they're arresting people for collecting rainwater, having renewable energy on their property, and being forced to have to use local utilities?
Yeah, that's a tough one. I mean, because if you think about who actually owns those power companies and the gas companies and the oil companies, it's all tied in with the government.
Yeah.
I mean, they want us to use their stuff.
Mhm.
But if you can get off the grid, get off the grid, because we are on a failing system. That grid goes down, it could be years before it's back up.
Because isn't it, they say like 25 years, or not 25, 12 years to build a huge transformer or something ridiculous like that?
Exactly.
Where we would be without power, which, I mean, right now, this is the kind of stuff I want to cover on the big reveal is the solar flares. And I'll cover this on the White Mountain Update once we get that set up as well, because it is news.
It is.
Because it was dismissed for so many years. I was called a tinfoil hat wearing person and
Right.
conspiracy theorist or radical, even by family members. But now, this is all happening, and they're all like, oh, okay, maybe he knew what he was saying. And it's not like I'm like, I told you so. It's like, I hope you prepared. The world will never end. The world has always been there. I will never say it's going to end. But life is going to change for a lot of people. And some people will not be able to handle
Scary.
it. Yeah, and when you think about what the government's doing, they're preparing for something. Military veterans are coming out saying, hey, we're training for urban warfare in the States. And that's a scary thing, because then we have all this race stuff that's going on. Then what just happened, okay, we haven't even covered any news. What happened yesterday on Facebook
Facebook.
Live? And being that we broadcast on Facebook Live, it's just crazy that, they said on CNN that it wasn't evil, it was just bad upbringing of the kids. If you watch this video, yeah, thank God they didn't kill him, but that's just pure evil.
It looked evil.
Duct taping, somebody, and just because supposedly he's white and Trump's president. Did the kid vote for Trump? I mean,
Probably
come
wasn't
on.
old enough to vote.
I mean, it's just ridiculous. But luckily, the kid, they found him walking around on the street, all messed up. But he'll live to tell the story. Thank goodness. But it has gotten crazy, and the things with the malls that happened after Christmas. It's like a feeling, and the majority of people on the planet are feeling it. They know something is coming. You know, the UN knows something is coming. Another news story, the UN is meeting on the 15th in Paris with 70 nations to force a two-state system on Israel and Palestine. And if that happens, Palestine, they want no Jews at all. Now, I'm not Jewish. You know, I don't donate to any Jewish organization or anything, and I'm not here to say anything about it. That's the facts. And it's crazy that we've always stood with Israel, and now President Obama on his way, I was like, one more, I'll just let this
Right.
slide and pass by. So something is coming. It's going to be crazy.
Well, we're getting all these people that were involved in Roswell and stuff like that. They're coming up on the end of their life, and they're giving these deathbed confessions now.
Mhm.
And there's a lot of them.
There's a lot of them.
There's a lot of information that we just don't have yet.
Yeah, because it's locked in people's minds where they're afraid to tell the truth because they come from that generation where true patriotism was to keep quiet, do your thing.
Exactly.
Work
A lot
for,
of people not trying to hear it, don't want to hear it.
yeah,
you
and
know.
unfortunately that's the more recent generations. Right after my generation, Generation X, I call them the latchkey kids because
Exactly.
you come home, MTV and HBO raised us. I was right there on the tail end of it. And it's just crazy. Like last night, we were talking about the education system, how we're like number 28 in the world. Finland was with us
Finland.
for many, many years until they decided, hey, let's do something radical. Let's change it. Now they're number 1 in the world in education. And you know what they do with their kids? I don't know if you saw the episode last night.
I saw some
Did
of
you?
it, yes.
3 to 4 hours max. And an hour of that's lunch. And it's so they can have creativity. They're thinking outside the box. And I feel like America, we want to think, we're trying to bust out of this box, but we got Big Brother sitting here going, no, it's okay, I got you.
Exactly. Things have changed a lot since I was in school. You had to take
Oh, yeah.
classes like home economics. You had to learn how to
Yes,
pay your
common
bills.
sense.
You had
How many
to
people
take
know
a
how to
And
sew?
we wanted to take the
class or
classes,
an
and
Yeah.
we wanted to.
Woodworking. I mean,
Definitely would work, yeah.
nobody wants to do that anymore. It's a skill. And I don't want to, well, people have gotten lazy because that's their upbringing. Everything
Right.
is instant. Everything is what's the word I'm looking for? Instant gratification. They don't want to see the big picture down the line.
That's why we need to get back to our roots, and that's why survival and bushcraft is real important. We need to learn how to live like man did before we had internet and power and
Yeah.
everything
And it
else.
doesn't mean you have to live like Robinson Crusoe.
No.
But have the skills, so if the power goes out from, let's say, these solar flares,
Yeah.
North Korea, Kim Jong-un has got his finger on the button, just ready to push it, and he does have long-range missiles, they said, isn't
They
that what
do.
they've been doing? And so, they're in Russia. I mean, if Obama wants to, he's got what, how many days left?
Yeah, just a few.
Like a few?
Yeah.
You can do a lot
A
in
lot of
10
things
minutes.
going on. Yeah.
With a launch code and a button. So it's a scary time, but it's a really exciting time because I've never felt so optimistic about a new year in a long time.
Speaking of exciting times, all these different countries are disclosing information now. They're
Yes.
opening their files. They're letting people know what's going
They're
on.
saying, yes, UFOs are real, conspiracy is real, this really happened, ancient history, this is the real thing, like I keep bringing this up, the pyramids in Antarctica, the secret trips. I don't know if you guys know this, but Obama was the first time went to Antarctica a month or two ago, and it was hush hush. Jim Carrey went, or not Jim Carrey, John Kerry. He went there for some laughs. John Kerry, he went up and had a mission, and then the Pope had a meeting with the not Catholic. Well, I think it was Catholic.
Catholic Archdiocese.
No. The very oldest Christian religion, he's still speaking Latin. Anyway, in Russia. And the head pope there, they hadn't spoken in over 1,000 years, these two churches.
Wow.
So the pope says, I need an emergency meeting. And he goes, and they meet, and they said it was very, very intense and very, very secret. 3 days later, he was sent by the pope to Antarctica to go bless this place. Then, a week or two later, Buzz Aldrin, no, Neil Armstrong, No, it was Buzz Aldrin, yeah. Right, he's the one still alive.
Yeah.
Neil passed. Anyway, he went to go on a tour, and then all of a sudden he had a heart attack or something, and he had to be flown out of Antarctica to New Zealand, where he was there for a couple weeks. But he tweeted a tweet with a picture of one of these pyramid mountains that's shaped, I mean, perfect four sides, all this stuff. And he says, "We are all in danger. This is pure evil." And then a few hours later, it was taken off his official site.
Wow, that's amazing.
So
Nice.
there are
See
things
it.
that are going on, and people, because of the internet and web shows like this and alternative media, are getting things out that would have been held secret for decades. I mean, JFK, the files were supposed to be open after 50 years. No,
No.
Bush hasn't died yet. You know, because anyway, I just signed my death warrant, didn't I?
We'll be right back.
Yeah.
Well, you got these presidents even that ask the question,
Mm-hmm.
you know, what's going on, and they're not getting the answer.
Yeah.
I'm really hoping we
That's
see
bad.
a lot out of Trump. I hope he really changes quite a bit.
There was I when he first came in, I'm like, heck yeah, this is pretty cool. Then I felt a little belligerent for a period of time. That's when everybody was complaining and doing the reports. But then I think when he started seeing the tweets and comments of, hey, this guy's kind of being a little too much overzealous or hubris, that he kind of simmered down and he let Hillary take, what's the word, lengthen her noose.
Right.
So, and what's so funny is they still think that they're going to somehow blame this on the Russians when Assad finally had a meeting or an interview with Riley. Was it Riley? O'Reilly or somebody on Fox, I think. No, it wasn't O'Reilly. But he did an interview and he just blatantly said, we did not get our leaked information from Russia, ever.
Ever, yeah.
Because it came out of the DNC. He just can't say it.
Right.
And the guy was one of the guys
Yeah, he
that was
almost said
killed.
it, yeah.
So, and it's so funny when they say, oh, well, they talk of conspiracies. Well, Hillary, maybe it's not a conspiracy. Maybe it's fact that, I don't know, you've had over, 20, 30 deaths of people that you related to, all mysterious. And yeah, it's a scary thing. And hopefully, I'm really hoping that Trump, he was voted in, he's there, that he makes some of the things happen. The wall I could care less about. I think that was maybe over the top because the next thing you know, we might as well be East and West Berlin.
Exactly.
And the fact that where was it in Germany, with all the refugees that had been flowing in, I think they had a camp for them, and they built a wall around it, like a 10-foot wall. So I think that maybe do with influence of Trump with his speeches and stuff, but I don't know. I'm not there. I'm just speaking of what I've been seeing.
Well, I for one, am looking forward to the big reveal.
Yeah, I am too. We're gonna have some cool guests on. Not every single night we'll be reporting news, but I'm pretty excited. I'm a little nervous, I have to admit, because I'm gonna be riding that fine line.
Yeah, but you're
You know.
walking in the footsteps of Art Bell and George
Oh.
Norrie and
Art Bell, I mean, I wish one man. Art Bell, you are the man that inspired me to want to do talk radio, and then it spawned into this. And I thank you. When you went off the air many years ago due to personal issues, I went out, bought a computer, set it all up. I was getting ready to just take the reins for you, and then you came back on my birthday. So that didn't happen. But if I can continue your style of show, that's my aspiration, my goal. So I'm so glad you brought him up right away.
yeah, I'm looking forward to this a lot.
Yeah. So that's going to be exciting. And let's see what else. So let's talk about. Oh, go ahead.
Well, I don't know if you guys can see this here, but I brought a little turkey jerky here so you guys can snack on. So,
Oh yes, bust it out. Let's see what you
yeah,
got.
check that out.
So is this homemade?
This is not homemade, actually. This is
okay.
made by Boar's Head. It's a Boar's Head product.
Oh, ooh! I didn't know they did that.
Yeah,
Very nice.
They make a few different types now.
Well, we actually, I don't know if you've noticed on our monitor back here, we have our sponsors and our advertisers that are with us so far. And one of them is our new sponsor, Drunken Cow Jerky out of Dallas, Texas. They are amazing jerky company. Their jerky is soaked in whiskey for 24 hours, then dehydrated, and it's just delicious. And he's got several. I'm waiting to see if they'll pop up. But they also have some NASCARs that they have racing, and we will probably be reporting on their races and talking about that as well. But we will have the owner and president, Marc Heyman, on with us next week via Skype, so you'll be seeing him right there. And I am going to submit my guests to a taste test of several varieties of beef jerky. And
awesome.
Make it hot.
yeah,
Hot and
I
spicy.
may even bring my four-legged friend for some doggy treats that come along
There
too.
you go.
He's around here somewhere.
Someone. Oh my gosh.
No,
Yeah.
this is the best
That's
dog.
Spirit.
That's your dog.
Yeah, it's my dog.
Okay.
Stay. God good he is. See what I mean?
This is good. Keep talking.
yeah,
I'm
it's
chewing.
Oh, are you trying? Yeah.
Yeah.
Not eating anything.
There we go. And this is their cars from
Yeah, there
Drunken
it is.
Cow Jerky. And they have beer bacon as one of their flavors.
Beer bacon.
Oh yeah.
Nice.
And they have a
Anything
they've
bacon is
got
good.
hot whiskey soaked ghost, which is ghost pepper, beer bacon, wolf bites, and where's my mouse?
I'd like to try that.
Where's the hot stuff?
Yeah, the ghost pepper sounds good.
And three others. So we'll be getting that, and we'll be trying those out.
Cool.
I'm just changing out my
Now,
mouse.
are they going to
battery.
sell locally here in town, or are they just going to be online?
Well, I am. They just got their FDA approval recently. No, it's in the state of Texas. They're going for the national, and when that happens, then hopefully I'll be the first one to sell it up here.
Nice.
So I'm pretty excited about that. And they're a great group of people. I worked with them in Dallas, and I actually, for a month, 2.5 years ago, before I moved here, I actually made the jerky. Sliced it up, tenderized it, soaked it for 24 hours, dehydrated it, packaged it, put the stickers on the bags, and every one of them comes with a toothpick with dental floss.
Nice.
So,
Because of you.
so yeah, we'll be talking about Drunken Cow Jerky next week. Marc, we look forward to have you on our big screen TV that we will hopefully be having.
Right.
We're talking to somebody about a bigger screen,
Right.
so we're pretty excited about that, hopefully by next week.
And then, not these.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
Thanks, man. Devo was my neighbor.
So, all right, so we're going to do a commercial. We're going to do two real quick. And here's Sunrise Ski Resort. That was scary.
Hi folks, Ron Boss, Hatch Toyota, Show, Arizona. What I have here is a 2017 RAV4, all new, LE all-wheel drive. Has pre-collision system with pedestrian detection. What that consists of, children coming out in front of you, skateboards, bicycles, elk, you name it, it's going to assist and stop. Also, we have auto high beams. Last but not least, the lane departure. It has so many more features I can talk about, but I only have so much time. My name is Ron Bloss, Hatch Toyota, Show, Arizona. Please call me on my mobile, 928-242-8217. Thank you.
All right. Ron Bloss over at Hatch Toyota and Sunrise Ski Resort. Go check them out. The zip line is awesome. That was us actually shooting that video. I was holding on for dear life with the Steadicam. Well, Marc got to have all the fun. And we're talking about going back because they do it during the snow winter season on the weekends.
So it is year round.
Kind of, but it's only the last line. But that's the longest line, line
Gotcha.
6, Apache Trail. And is that what it said? Apache Trail, right? Apache.
You got me there.
Flyer, Apache Flyer, sorry. But yeah, we want to go with the snow and do it with the trees. I think it'll look really great. But yeah, Sunrise Ski Resort, go check it out. They have rides on weekends, and then during the summer, they're open most of the week, I think. They're also open for snow. How is the snow today? Did you go up there today, Brett?
No, tomorrow.
Tomorrow? What are they saying, and how many inches?
A few inches, I'm guessing. I think like a couple inches in town, so I'm guessing at least a foot up there.
A foot of snow?
Latest.
That'd be nice.
Yeah. Powder time.
And hopefully we'll get the broadcast from there. So,
Get out there and make a snow
I got a
cave.
little piece of spicy there.
That's right.
Yeah.
Do a little
Oh, that, yeah, that was a big chunk of pepper. Ooh, okay.
I bet.
Woo, I can breathe now.
Boy.
Okay, as you were watching the show, we open our show with our theme song. It's called Chicago by Hollywood Masters Acidic, the band. And they are just an amazing group of guys. They've been friends of mine for years.
Hello.
There's a picture of us having steak dinner over my house. I mean, I just love these guys. They've performed for me 4 or 5 times. I've thrown events, mostly on my birthdays. They did my 40th birthday. But anyway, guys, Mary, the manager, Mike, everybody, Matt, guys, thank you so much for my Christmas card.
Cool.
They said, much love, much love, and many thanks to all of you, or all your work and help and support. Love Acidic. You're the best. Love Mary and the boys. I love you guys. Thank you so much. Can't wait to have you back and have you right here on the show to perform. So that I'm pretty excited about. And thank you very much, Drunk Cow Jerky, for my coffee mug. And so what else? There was, let's see, we talked about the contest. And forgot what else.
We were going to give them a little taste of some of the music we're going to have on the show.
Oh, you want me to play some of the music? I can do
Yeah,
that.
we're going to have some interesting music to go along with
This
the
is,
scenarios that we're going to be running.
Yes, this will be the new theme song or intro for Methods of Survival. We'll play this in the background when we talk about it. So, I'll bring this down. It's got that, like,
It's
I'm
drama,
alone, but I'll
it's
kick someone's
intense
butt.
energy, it's everything wrapped up.
oh, I know.
Intense.
And I can't wait because we're going to get some great shots, different scenarios, and this will all be in the intro and everything. So all you survivalists, get ready because we're bringing a survival show to you here on 1028 Production site.
It is going to be incredible.
Let's see where else. I love the drums.
Yeah,
Yeah.
primal.
Yeah, we're gonna have a lot of fun with this show, folks. So stick around. We have to pick a day during the week that we'll air this, but it'll be once a week on 1028 Productions, and you'll have your own channel, which will be a playlist on the YouTube page.
Exactly.
So you go there, you can watch every episode as they progress.
And this is going to be real stuff. It's not going to be these shows that are edited out like Bear Grylls,
Oh yeah.
Dual Survival, and all this. This is not going to be scripted. This is going to be pure raw survival.
If anybody that has watched our show, you'll know we are far from script. We're always way off script because we don't have one. So I just feel it's more natural that way. People can relate, like they're just hanging out with us.
You're not always going to succeed when you try primitive fire, so we're going to show that.
Yeah.
We're going to be real.
Yeah,
That is gonna be cool.
it's gonna be a lot of fun.
Yeah.
So, all right. So the weekend's coming up. Tomorrow is Friday. We're intending on doing something really, really cool. So I guess we'll have to surprise you all with what we're gonna do or who we'll have on. But I just have a good feeling about tomorrow. I have a good feeling. It's gonna
Nice.
be cool. All right. So we're gonna do one more commercial for Hatch Toyota right now.
Hi folks, my name is Corey Drake. I'm here at Hatch Toyota in the beautiful White Mountains of Show, Arizona. Just wanted to touch base with you on a very, very rare truck. It's a Toyota TRD Pro, extremely limited production. We've got one on the ground. If you'd like to come and test drive it, give me a call, 928-245-2747. Thanks for your time.
Okay, folks, so if you have a business or an event or a charity fundraiser, something coming up, something that you need promoted, let us know. If you would like to have you as a sponsor with your ad, where it airs up here it airs for 10 seconds and then it rotates to the next one and it'll be playing throughout the whole show minus the time we put the videos up here or news caps, Skype, what have you, we can have you up there. Also, Skyping. We kind of got sidetracked because we had a special guest tonight. So what we would like to do is start Skyping. If you have questions, instead of just chatting with us, which you can do as well online, which
Skype.
I've been slacking. I've been so excited that you were coming on. I haven't even looked to see if anybody's messaged us. Let's see.
Yeah, we'll probably do some live Skyping from the field if we can work that out.
Yes.
That'd be good, yeah.
Absolutely. So let me pull up. Here's
We'll have
our
a
page.
Survival corner where we'll give tips and tricks.
Yeah. So let's see. Is anybody? If you guys have been asking questions and I haven't been paying attention, I'm sorry. I've been with our guests. So let's go
Yeah, I'm
to
intrigued.
our page. And let's see. One comment here. Sounds good. All right. So at least our sound is good. Last
Cool.
night
That's
we
great.
were kind of loud and silent on both ends of the
I thought I was a
spectrum.
little froggy tonight, but it's all right. It's
No,
all
no,
good.
it's cool. That gives you that persona of survival man,
Survivor.
growly. Gives
so.
that bear kind of sound.
There you go.
So are we going to be doing any live encounters with animals or bears? Because I might.
Let's
draw
hope
the
so.
line there.
Let's hope so.
I'll be in the.
I mean, if
I want to
we're-
be up in the tree, but I know bears climb trees.
If we were in my home state, Nevada, we'd be rattlesnaking and scorpion hunting. So
I don't think so.
My two most
Brought to you by
unfavorite
Louisiana
things.
Products.
yeah,
I
Yeah.
don't think so. guys.
Yeah, not good.
Scorpions.
good eating.
Oh,
But I'll be
boy.
but I'll be right behind you. Now.
Right.
I'll be right behind you.
So, yeah, so if you want to interact with us, eventually we'll have somebody with another computer that can help us interact so I can pay attention. And the Skype, if you would like to video call us, you can do that, and we'll put your pretty face right here. We've got our cameras and webcams set up so that you can talk to us and you can be on our show. And if you want to promote something, let us know. Whoops, as I knock everything down.
Yeah, wouldn't be the first time.
All right, so are you guys excited about the weekend?
I'm excited about.
Are you going to be survivaling this weekend or?
Oh, you know he is?
Yeah.
Survivaling, I just made
Yeah,
that up.
any chance I get, I'm out in the field honing my craft. I mean, I could spend 10 lifetimes and never learn everything there is about survival.
That'll be awesome.
Really? Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So-
we're gonna roll out.
Oh,
We're
no,
gonna roll
no,
out,
no.
yeah.
There was one other thing I wanted to bring up that you had mentioned to me before as I pour this delicious, bubbly, carbonated Dr. Pepper.
Brought to you by Dr. Pepper.
Yes. Anyway, you had discussed or brought up about a new product that you were thinking about marketing, or should I hold off on that?
Yeah, let's
Hold
hold,
on, make it
off
a
and
big surprise?
we'll build some suspense on that.
See how I did that?
Right? That's
See,
nice.
I kind
like
of
that.
leaked it, but I didn't. I still, yes, I'm good like that.
And
All
we'll-
right.
We'll do things like what's in your pockets for survival right now. What do you
Really?
got? You got anything in your pocket right now? Survival related?
I have a wallet.
I have a wallet.
Um,
That's a good start.
Yeah.
I have receipts.
You could-
So let me take a crack. Fire starter.
There you go.
Okay. You know, there wasn't anything
Good
in there
one.
anyway. I don't know. I'm taking a wild MacGyver guess here. Let's see. If you're having to grind stuff, like herbs or something, like if you got a wound,
Sure.
and you're able to have a flat area, you could just use this to kind of keep it all together.
Sure.
Because if you get it on your hands, if it's medicine, you don't want it, right? If you don't have
Right.
gloves.
You can cut it up, make a fish hook out of it.
Good, true. I did have a cool survival tool in here. I had one of those credit card knife tools,
Right.
TSA. They got an early gift this Christmas. So, all right, yeah, I am broke. So, speak to me. Tell me what would you do?
Well, yeah, like you said, you got some fire starting materials. This plastic cover here, you might be able to make a lens out of that for fire.
Over the license,
Yeah,
okay?
it's a possibility. And then, I mean, if a crowd is coming at you, you can always throw it at them.
True.
You know, maybe
Or-
that'll stop.
Or take the credit card. And, oh shoot,
That's
and
it.
slice it.
There you go. You can put an edge on that.
Oh yeah, you could sit here and you could scrape it and make a credit card knife.
You sure can.
See?
Cool.
All right.
Cool.
I recommend everybody replace their shoelaces with paracord.
Yes, and
Yeah, I got a few bracelets, yeah.
especially on your boots. Can we
Gotta
can we
have it.
can we do something about? Can we talk about those?
Yes.
All right, because I know this trick. I like escape and evasion techniques. I
Right.
am a big fan.
Right.
I don't want to give away all my little magic tricks that I have hidden, but paracord is a big thing. Unfortunately, I just got these boots recently and I haven't done it. I've been so busy getting all this set up, but I
Right.
do believe wear your boots and have paracord because let's say, chaos hits, they start doing mass roundups for our better good, or you just happen to be in the middle of a riot or a protest, and they start tie wrapping everybody.
Sure.
Okay, so you would take your paracord from your boots, both of them off. You tie them together and make one loop, and you actually tie it through the plastic.
Right.
Tie it in a loop, and you take your feet and you do this, and it will cut, the paracord will cut through the plastic and you're free.
Exactly.
Doesn't work well with handcuffs, I tried. So
He's gonna try.
instead, I just carry a handcuff key.
Well, there you go. You can take off the little plastic end of your shoelace too and slide a mini ferro rod in there and then reseal the paracord
A ferro rod.
for starting fires.
Oh, like a little sandpaper rod, or
Exactly.
maybe a diamond rod.
Similar to this, but the size of a shoelace.
Ah, okay, so you got a nice little fire starter. Also, they have these cool little things that you can put on your jacket. And they have the little lights, but they also have little fire starters, but it looks like it's part of your jacket, like a
Exactly,
zipper.
like a zipper pull, yeah.
I love hidden things. So, but paracord is number one. I got a big spool of it that I got at a great discount.
I mean, it's got so many uses, you know, fishing line.
Would you teach how to make the bracelets or maybe the hat or something like that? You know how to
Sure,
make those?
well, I have a local craftsperson that actually makes the hats for us, and some of the other bracelets, but,
What would the hat go for?
these hats will probably retail for about 55.
Because of the craftsmanship.
The craftsmanship, and it is local, and it is made in the USA product.
Who's the company?
We're just gonna run it through my survival school.
Fantastic. So
So-
if they would want one of these, they need to get a hold of
Yeah,
you.
they can
Now,
contact me through Facebook.
That's kind of important. So why don't you let people know how to get hold of you?
Yeah, you can reach me through my Facebook page, Vincenzo DAngona on Facebook, or
Spell that.
Vincenzo, capital D apostrophe, capital A, Ngona. You can also find these on, I have a survival group page, which is Survival Training Preparedness STP, or my school page, which is White Mountain Survival Training Preparedness WMSTP. You can contact me through any of those outlets, or should I give out my phone number here?
If you want to get another one.
Yeah, I think we'll hold off on that. But you know, private message
Yeah.
or friend me. You know, you can ask me questions. You know, I'll answer anything I can.
Awesome. So look forward to that coming up very, very soon.
Yeah, that's cool.
Methods of
Love it.
Survival right here on 1028 Productions YouTube page. He'll have his own channel or own episode list on one of the playlists. And remember, if you go to our YouTube site and you subscribe, hit the notification bell, then get 10 other people to subscribe, and in the comment, it'll be their name as, you know, who the message is from.
Right.
Have them type in your name, and we'll count how many times you're on there on the comments. If you get 10, what do you get?
You get a free 8-hour survival course, basic survival course.
Wow.
And like I said, we'll cover everything from shelter, fire, medicinals, edibles.
What would that,
Just
what would the
whatever.
what do you normally charge for this?
Well, okay, this is key too. You can go and look this up online, just so you know that I'm not full of it. But you can't touch a basic survival course for under $1,200 these days.
Really?
Now, if you want one of these celebrity traders, you're going to pay more.
Mhm.
My fees and costs are for everybody, for the everyday Joe and Jane. to
So it's
afford this.
it's cost effective?
Yeah,
I mean,
you're talking about $149 for 8 hours of survival training.
Wow.
You cannot touch
Cool.
that anywhere.
Wow.
You can't touch it
That-
anywhere. And my trainings are the same as everyone else's. I have a few different tricks that I use, but it's basically the same across the board.
And they're only going to get to learn those if they take this course with you.
Exactly.
Awesome.
Exactly. And we'll do most of it will be out in the field, but we will have some class type course
Mm-hmm.
material.
Yeah. Because you don't have to be in the cold to learn this stuff, right?
No, you don't have to be in the cold. There's a lot of things you can do. I made a survival stove a few weeks back out of tin cans, and it's basically like a solo stove that you're going to pay $50, $60 for pittance, nothing.
And another thing, I mean, this isn't just, this is a community channel for the White Mountains, but we are worldwide, so we will get viewers, which we already are, from
Exactly.
different parts of the world. I forgot where I was going with this. You were saying, I just lost my whole train of thought. I overtalked the
We were talking
statement.
about the cost, you know.
Yes.
in these classes.
So the fact that it's cheaper and they're learning so much more, I don't see why they wouldn't want to do this.
And I'll work with you too. I mean, if your family unit, you know, can't afford to do these type things, you know, talk to me. We'll trade chickens. We'll
Barter, because that's a form
That
of
is cool.
survival.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that is
That
survival.
right there is
Yeah.
a form of survival.
Yeah, I believe that everybody should have this knowledge.
Yes.
Everybody.
I mean, and some of it, I feel like everybody should have known this since birth, some of these things, and it just escapes people. They don't even think about it. Like the fire from ice, you know, it's so simplistic, and they're like, how do you start a fire with water? And that's just
All right.
one. I'll just say right now, you can take snow, you pack it really tight into a lens, smooth it out, hold it up to the sun, and it refracts light, creating a pinpoint, and you start a fire. Just make sure the stuff's not wet.
Yeah.
So, now, I remember what I was gonna say. I think it'd be interesting to do an urban survival show, just one, like an episode,
Exactly. We've been looking for some locations of abandoned town sites, that kind of thing.
or ghost town of some sort with debris
Exactly.
around. So we can say, okay, here's a coffee can. What are you gonna do with this?
Right. Or bust out the bottom of a glass bottle to make an arrowhead.
Uh-huh. Or a weapon with,
Or a weapon.
what was it? It was a ring. You can have a dart or a harpoon of some sort.
Sure.
You get a balloon, you push the balloon around the ring, and you take the end of the balloon, you know, where you blow it,
Sure.
around that, and then you can put the spear in there, pull it back, and boom, you have a,
Bolero.
I
Oh,
guess
no.
the
Or not-
condom would
yeah.
work for that as well.
yeah. So that's what I love about prepping and survivalist training, escape and evasion, because it makes you feel like you're a magician, like you can get out of this stuff. You're not a victim.
You're not the
Yeah.
victim.
You know,
And you
so
do control your own destiny in a survival situation.
you really do. It all, and that's where you really learn to trust and depend on yourself.
Exactly.
Because too many people
See what you made of it.
nowadays,
Yeah.
they're too dependent on the internet, you know, their parents, you know, other people to bail them out.
Search and rescue. I mean, sometimes they're not going to be able to get to you.
Exactly.
They're not going to be able to
Or
find
can't
you.
find you.
You're going to have to, you know, self-rescue. You're going to have
Exactly.
to find the way.
Wow. So what do you think about all this stuff?
I'm
man?
loving it. I'm loving it. Y'all could have told me a little bit about this before the show. You got me all into it here. So
Well, I
I'm-
mean,
I'm-
have you ever watched any kind of survivalist shows
I
and
mean,
learned some
sure I
tricks?
have, but I mean, you know,
You gotta hold the
I'm sorry.
mic.
I'm all.
Yeah.
I'm ready to go in the woods. Let's go. Let's go. Y'all know I'm
I
crazy.
guess
Y'all know I'm crazy Cajun. Yeah, South Louisiana. So yeah, I'm all about survivalists.
Yeah,
And
we're gonna
that's-
get you a
Can we-
headset that
can
just
we-
sits
yeah.
right here, so you're like a Yankee, you're like me, I'm a Yankee. We talk with our hands. I have to like hold my hands. in here.
You'll be one of the first persons that I take out then.
Cool.
We'll do
Yeah.
it.
Cool. Really.
Yeah, because if he can do it, anybody can, right?
And
Anybody
brought to you by
can.
Doc.
They really can. And start them
Thanks,
young.
Doc.
Always start them young.
Yeah. Well, let's see. We have so much more coming up. We need to go speak with WME Theaters because we're going to start doing a show with them. Coming attractions, that'll be
Nice.
coming up. We'll be letting you guys know what movies are coming out each week, giving our own personal little critique about it, and we'll be giving away 2 or 4 passes to 2 lucky people every week, so you can have a nice night out, maybe a night out from the kids, or who knows.
Exactly.
So, anyway, I guess that we're gonna call it a night. We hit 8 o'clock, right? Yeah.
All
Wow,
in the
we've-
woods.
We're
We've
right
already
there.
done an hour. Wow.
So,
Yeah.
on behalf of myself, Vince, thank you so much for
I know.
showing up.
Hey, Vince.
I'm so excited.
Thank you for having me.
Putting the show together.
Absolutely.
Brandon, thank you as always, and thank you very much for all of you watching. Thanks for Brett in the back,
Brett in the back.
Yep,
who's
thank
been
you,
running
Brett.
camera and sound.
You made me sound great.
Marc, who was here earlier,
Right.
we thank him for being here, and I think that's about it. We now have credits rolling. You guys
That's-
excited about this?
that's
Check this
right.
out. Check this out. Ready? Wait, I have to hit the button though. All right. Good night, everybody.
Good night.
Good night.
We'll talk to you all tomorrow, 7 o'clock, right here on 1028 Live. Thank you so much, guys. So, anyway. Always. The button, dude.
I'm trying to.
Oh,
We're still here.
are we off?
3, 2, and.
It's a button. It's just a button every night. It's just a damn button. Use the mouse.
Oh, I'm gonna Google it.
So our special effects.
Mark.
Oh, just hit the power button. Just shut the whole thing off.
Stop.
Just power off.
Stop me.
All right, so we're looking for a new tech
I can't slap.
who can't hit an off button. Your finger